Hello, welcome. So glad you could join us. This is Donna Partow welcoming you to a special presentation designed specifically for those who have a message for the world. I've traveled all over this planet, and everywhere I go, and that includes 6 continents, I meet people with a message. In fact, I believe everyone has a message. God's given it to you, and there's a world out there that needs to hear it. And they need to hear it from you in your own unique style, because your story, your life, your wisdom will touch people in a way that no one else can. But here's the problem. How do you get your message out to the people who need it? The traditional approach of writing books and traveling around to speak in person is more challenging than ever. The publishing and speaking industry have changed, and things will never go back to the way they were. Let that sink in. Bookstores are closing down. Ebooks are on the rise. Church budgets have been slashed, and churches have found a whole new way of getting things done. Rather than live speakers, they're turning to simulcasts. If you're like most people with a message, you feel blocked by gatekeepers at every turn. Church leaders, event planners, committees, publishers, literary agents, and editors. It can feel like there's an army of people who are supposed to be on your side, helping you advance your message. But instead, it feels like they're slowing you down or even blocking you. Hey, listen, it's not their fault. Everyone is doing the very best they can. But the world has changed and the old ways no longer work. The new way has new rules, but they present their own problems. The good news is anyone and everyone can proclaim their message on the internet. That's also the bad news, right? It's crowded. Everyone clamoring to be heard. It's confusing. Every 2 minutes, there's another offer of help from some self-proclaimed expert who may or may not have any actual credentials. You don't know what to do or who to believe. It's expensive. Products, programs, and services costing thousands of dollars. And some of you have already experienced firsthand. Many of these gurus overpromise and underdeliver. It's mentally exhausting. There's always more to learn. Technology changes every nanosecond. It feels like your brain is going to explode. Trust me, I get it. But all this upheaval actually creates incredible opportunity because everyone else is on information overload, throwing their hands up in the air saying, I can't do this. Now, this is what I want you to grab hold of. This is your moment. You no longer need permission to share what you know. You no longer need permission to make an impact, to let your voice be heard. Forget about waiting for approval from a church or organization, a publisher or agent, or waiting for someone to hire you to speak to their group or write for their magazine. The wait is over. Thanks to the power of the internet, you can take your message directly to the people who need, want, and value what you know, what you have learned, and even what you could learn with some focused research. I will show you exactly how you can reach the world and provide for yourself and your loved ones just by sharing what you know on subjects you care about. The potential for both impact and income, making a difference in people's lives and a difference in your own family's financial future, it's incredible. Now you might be asking, is this really for me? I mean, am I in the right place? Today's presentation is for you. If you've always wanted to write a book, but you just haven't gotten it done, or you've got it done and you haven't gotten it out there yet, the wait is over. You can begin your writing career today. I hereby decree and declare you an author. The Bible says we're made in the image of God. He is an author and a finisher. So guess what? You are an author and a finisher too. This presentation is for you even if maybe you're already a published or self-published author, because the best way to drive sales of your book is with a companion online product or program, whether as an e-class, an audio, or a video series. Remember back when only A-listers could have a video series to accompany their book? Those days are gone. You can pick up your smartphone tomorrow morning and start recording videos. I hereby give you permission. This presentation is for you if you're a professional speaker. Now, I don't know what your largest audience has ever been, how many people you were able to fit in one room, but I do know that there are 7 billion people on this planet. And I'm not sure how many of them live in your neighborhood, but I do know billions are in the neighborhood of an internet cafe where they can hear your message. This presentation is for you if you have a message burning in your heart. Even if you're not a speaker or author, you're just someone who's had an incredible encounter with God. He's done a miracle in your life. You have a story to tell that can encourage or inspire. Maybe you've shared your message locally or on a limited basis, but you want to take it to the world. Well, the way to take your message to the world is on the internet because that's where everyone is. Today's presentation is for you if you're a ministry leader, a coach, consultant, an expert, and you've developed solutions that really work. You found answers. Creating programs and products on the internet is the key to expanding your sphere of influence, skyrocketing your credibility, and cementing your position as an expert so that people begin to come to you. How does that happen? When you gain clarity about your most powerful message and then focus on communicating that message with consistency, people will hear. I'll give you an example. I've traveled all over the world, and you're in a foreign country and everyone's speaking a foreign language and it's chaos, confusion, it's noise, nothing makes sense, and then all of a sudden you hear someone speaking your native language and it's everything within you is like, oh, that person understands me. I understand them. I want to connect with them, and you're drawn to that person because they're speaking your language. Well, the same is true on the internet. There is a tribe of people, a group of people with a set of problems that you can solve, a tribe of people that God wants you to reach. And when you speak their language, when you talk about their issues, their problems, they'll hear and they will be drawn to you. Today I'm going to share the exact, and I do mean the exact, process system that I've used to promote my traditional books to consistently create bestsellers. How I dramatically simplified my life to be truly home-based instead of traipsing from airport to hotel to event, back to the hotel, to go back to the airport. 32 weekends out of the year. And yes, that was the year I realized my life was truly insane. I'm going to share how I built an online following of tens of thousands, and am now surrounding myself with people I truly enjoy, who enjoy one another in genuine community. My goal today is that when you finish listening, you will know exactly what to do next, what your next step is. For some of you, this hour will be enough. You'll walk away with solid information to help you take your message to the world. But for some of you, you'll want to dive deeper, and you'll recognize the need for someone to hold your feet to the fire and coach you through to implementation. Yeah, actually getting it done. As I often say, 1 hour of implementation is better than 100 hours of gathering more information. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Gathering more information, more and more and more, and not getting anything done. Well, I don't know if it's because I was raised in New Jersey, but I happen to be very good at holding people accountable to implement and get things done. So at the end of this presentation, I'll share the details about an exclusive opportunity I'm going to make available to people who are absolutely serious about taking their message to the world. But right now we've got tons to cover, and I want to get to it. So here we go. Many of you know me, but for those of you who don't, I am the author of 28 books, and my books have been consistent bestsellers, steady as they go, with total sales in excess of 1.1 million copies. Total sales for my events, online classes, and various ventures is conservatively estimated at around $40 million. I've been featured on hundreds of radio and TV shows, in magazines, the whole deal. I've spoken all over the world, from the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, to a group of pastors in a mud hut in Mozambique, one of my favorite memories. 6 continents, countless, hundreds of thousands of people impacted. It's amazing. It's a blessing. It's great. But there were also problems. And this is painful to share, but as I prayed about it, I thought it was important, an important part of my journey. See, if we're going to touch the world, we've got to be authentic. We have to be transparent. And so I want to share with you not just my greatest successes and how you can imitate those things I've discovered that worked, but also my biggest mistakes and how you can avoid those. And I think as you take your message out there to the world, Be well balanced and make sure you share both parts. Now, my youngest daughter, Tierney, admitted to me that when she was growing up, she wasn't quite sure who I was. She thought maybe the live-in nanny was her mom, or maybe the housekeeper was her mom. No, wait, maybe my personal assistant who did all the errands and cooking and mommy type stuff. Maybe that was her mom. She wasn't quite sure. To her, I was the lady who showed up, unpacked, repacked, and went back to the airport. I mean, how sad is that? And my message that I was traipsing around sharing was about being a Proverbs 31 woman or the benefits of a home-based business. I mean, the whole thing was just crazy. Something had to change. In late 2008, when Tierney was 12, I made a decision. I was going to really work from home. I still had a message. I still wanted to take it to the world, but I knew it could be done a different way, by offering products and programs on the internet. I recorded my first video in December of 2008. It was a simple Christmas greeting, but people loved it. From that humble beginning, it's just grown and grown. In January 2009, I offered my first online video e-class. I stopped seeking speaking engagements and started engaging directly with the people I wanted to speak to. I've now had an estimated 20,000 enrollments in my various online offerings. My daughters and I have bonded in a much deeper way. Tierney is now 18 and works as an intern in the children's ministry of a local church here in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Her older sister, Leah, just completed a 2-year ministry internship in the Missions and Outreach Department at a church in Jacksonville, Florida. And she also graduated just last week from Southeastern University with a degree in Biblical Studies and Ministerial Leadership. Both of my daughters want to follow in my footsteps by going into full-time Christian ministry. And that astounds me because I made every mistake in the book. I'm just so very grateful. Is it okay if I share something very, very personal? Last year, Tierney spent 6 months on the night watch at the International House of Prayer, where she prayed every night from midnight to 6 a.m. She called me midway through the internship and said, "Mom, we've been doing a week-long series on soul wounds. You'll be happy to know I don't have any mother wounds." I sat down and cried. I knew it was God's mercy and the power of prayer, but I also think my decision to take my message to the world on the internet, that strategic change played a huge part in who my girls became. And you know the other thing that I think is so incredible, that you can not only reach people anywhere in the world, you can reach them from anywhere in the world. That means you can live wherever you feel God is calling you to live, whether it's where you are right now or the other side of the globe. Just a couple days ago, I got this wonderful message from a woman in Jordan named Hanan. She writes, "I will be traveling tomorrow to Turkey, where I will have a training conference with other women in the Middle East. I thought to share about your affirmations in the 90-day renewal." That's a recent class that I taught online. "We will have women from Iraq, Egypt, Jerusalem, Jordan, and of course, I will be spreading the word of your courses and how they are transforming my life." How incredible. You know, I've been to many of those countries, and I love the Middle East, and I hope that someday I'll be able to go and meet these beautiful women. But I'm reaching them now. I don't have to wait until that wonderful day when I get to go in person. I'm reaching them right now from my home, most days in my PJs. Think about that. When Jesus wanted to reach more people, he got in a boat and asked the disciples to row offshore, just a short distance, but enough to enable his voice to rise above the noise, leverage the environment, and reach the most number of people. That boat was his platform. The internet can be yours. It can be an incredible tool that enables your voice to rise above the noise and reach the most people. That's what marketing is, by the way. It's nothing scary. It's nothing evil. Marketing is just the ability to have your voice heard above the noise. Marketing is just a fancy word for connecting the solutions you found with the people who have the problems you can solve. That's all marketing is. I know what it feels like to have a message, a mission, a passion, something you want to take to the world, a contribution you want to make. Maybe you've tried everything you can think of, and now you're sitting there wondering, can someone please tell me? I mean, just tell me. How can I make an incredible impact and even an income from home doing something I love without sacrificing my sanity or my family? How can I create a life and not just make a living? And know I'm changing the world in the process. Or is that just too much to ask? Well, here are the facts. Every day, people are taking their message to the world and making money online by creating products and programs that change people's lives. It's a billion-dollar industry. That's billion with a B. Why not you? You can create new income streams, position yourself as a ministry or thought leader, an expert, a trainer, a resource. Now, here's the big key, though. You have to create a very specific type of product or program, the kind that solve real problems. If you can solve problems for people, you can get paid for that product or that program over and over again for years to come, maybe even for a lifetime. Let me give you a current example. Right now, I'm teaching live a class called 30 Days in the Presence of God's Power. I created this class back in January of 2010, but the material is still relevant, still important. It's still a message I believe in. So now think about this. The 30 daily teaching videos are already created. The ebook, already created. The private website with all of the class resources, already created. 4-hour-long training audios on the presence and power of God, spiritual authority, all the stuff I love to talk about, already done. All of that material was created back in January of 2010. But I still believe in the message and want to get it out there. So all I had to do was send out 3 emails. And then I hosted a couple of free online events just to give people the opportunity to experience what would it be like to spend 30 days in the presence of God's power with Donna kind of leading the charge. And then I offered to add a live component, which is a private Facebook group and weekly prayer calls. I love to pray for people. I mean, that's my absolute favorite thing to do. So at this point, the class is really 80% doing what I love and 20% work to get people enrolled. The class is just $47, which is an incredible value for the women. We enrolled more than 100 students. And my job during these 30 days is just to keep them moving forward through materials I had already created. Encourage them in their journey, facilitate them as they spur one another on, and take their prayer requests. That's it. We have people from the United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, France, England, Scotland, Norway, Jordan, just to name a few. It's truly international. As an author, it breathes new life into an old book title. And it provided quite nicely for my family this month, which is important because I've got one daughter just coming out of college and another daughter just going in. So it's a win-win for everyone. Now, of course, some classes have been much larger. When I offered a class on weight loss several years ago, we had thousands of people. If you are in the Christian publishing industry, I'm sure you know this statistic. The average Christian book never sells more than 5,000 copies in its entire lifetime. When I offered an online companion e-class based on my Proverbs 31 book, I was able to sell 3,000 copies in a matter of days. Think about that. As an author, speaker, ministry or business leader, life coach, you can do exactly the same. I can show you how to create products and programs. Create them once and then offer them over and over again to new groups of students. Now let's dive in to the 5 fundamentals and the 5 levels of online communication. It all begins when you grapple with a question. Please write this down. How can I reach the most people most effectively with my most powerful message? The answer is found right here in the 5 fundamentals and the 5 levels of online communication. So let's dive into it. The first is the 5 fundamentals or the 5 C's. Number 1 is content creation. Your mission as a messenger is to take what's in your head and your heart and turn it into content for the internet. It might take a variety of forms: a tweet, a Facebook post, an infographic, a pin on Pinterest. It could be a blog post, whether that blog post features a short article, an audio, a video, or some combination. It could even be a weekly podcast, which is becoming increasingly popular. It might be a teleseminar, and of course, webinars like this one. These are all examples of the type of content you can and must create if you're going to get a message out there. That's obvious. But what's maybe less obvious is that what's working constantly changes and varies greatly depending on who you're talking to. Now, by knowing a lot more about you, your message, and the tribe, the group of people you're trying to reach, I could help you really nail this down. But here's the key point. You don't want to scatter your energy and waste time creating the wrong content or posting the right content on the wrong place. Now, just a few examples to get you thinking. If you're trying to help teenagers or college students, you are wasting your time posting on Facebook. Teens are looking at videos on Snapchat, and college kids are looking at pictures and infographics on Instagram. If your target is middle-aged women, you're wasting time on Pinterest. It's a much younger crowd. That will change for sure, but right now, Pinterest is women in their 20s and 30s. It's young women dreaming about their ideal life, planning their wedding when they don't have a boyfriend yet, planning how they're going to decorate their house when they're still living in a one-bedroom apartment. That's what Pinterest is. It's a place for young dreamers and for do-it-yourselfers. Middle-aged women and grandmothers are still on Facebook swapping pictures of their grandkids. They want to see, not read, because they're going blind and too busy. You should be posting infographics, not text. What's an infographic? It's a combination of words and pictures that conveys a clear, concise message. If you're talking to professionals, forget Snapchat and Instagram. You need to be on LinkedIn. But if your mission is to help housewives, you don't need a LinkedIn account. It's a waste of time and energy. Do you know anyone who has time and energy to waste? Neither do I. So focus is critical. Twitter is very much a male and professional platform. That might change over time. So it's not enough to create content. You have to use the right media, whether text, visual, audio, and video, and the right forum, whether Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Instagram, or Pinterest. Don't waste time engaging on social media sites that aren't frequented by the specific people you feel called to help. And that's why you've got to get away from this idea that you're called to help everyone. No. You've got to really focus on that specific tribe or group of people God has called you to. And that's also why it's so critical for you to identify what I call a tribe leader, someone who is already effectively reaching your market. And then pay very close attention to where they are engaging. And if they move into new territory, you need to take notice of it. I have a powerful exercise that I walk my students through that helps them identify the number one tribe leader they should be following for ideas, inspiration, and practical strategies. And they are almost always surprised when they discover who it is. This is essential because you have to be strategic or you will exhaust yourself. You cannot study 10 tribe leaders or 10 internet gurus. Your brain will explode. Most people make this much harder than it has to be. Number 2, the second C is contribution. I'm amazed how many emails I get that are all about the person who wrote the email. I got a new book deal. I'll be speaking over here. I just did this. Now I'm doing that. Sorry, darling, but no one cares. And I'm not casting in any stones here because I've made every mistake in the book, including this one. I'm trying to help you avoid the mistakes I made so that you can go further faster, so that you can do an even better job than I've done of taking your message to the world. Effective online communication isn't focused on you and what you want or need. Effective online communication has to make a contribution. It has to add value and help people. You've got to give before you're ever going to receive. Remember the laws of sowing and reaping? You have to sow a lot of seeds and be willing to stay diligent as you await the harvest. This is where most people miss it. They put up a few blog posts or a few tweets, run a couple Facebook ads. They don't get any response and they're like, I'm out of here, forget it. Now, I promise you, because I've seen it time after time with my students, content that makes a genuine contribution will eventually yield a harvest. Not overnight, but over time. Number 3, communication. The third C is communication. And by that, I mean very specifically two-way communication. Now, some people are very effective at engaging people on their public Facebook page, and there are some major advantages to that, although not as much as it used to be. Facebook has gotten very sophisticated with their algorithms, and they can detect when you are trying to advance an agenda, trying to get people back to your blog, trying to register people for an event, trying to build your list or sell something. And they expect you to pay for that. They require you to pay for that. They are even wise to the old click like if this, click share if that trick. And yes, I used to teach that trick too because it used to work, but no more. The rules have changed. Facebook now considers this stuff spam. And just like email services eventually became effective at detecting and blocking spam, just as blogs and websites became effective at detecting and blocking spam, so is Facebook and other social media sites. And they are starting to punish what they deem artificial engagement. Facebook is now fully a pay-to-play site, and the rest of social media will follow. There's no point in bemoaning it. You have to adapt because times have changed. Sitting around all day trying to drive up the number of likes, clicks, and shares by asking people to click like if you love puppies and kittens, it's no longer effective. You've got to learn what's working now. The rules are changing, and that's what makes it challenging. That's why I have shifted my focus away from my public Facebook to my private Facebook groups. That's where I have massive two-way, genuine communication taking place. I mean genuine communication, not click and like. Real dialogue. And it's massive. 24/7 global engagement. I'm constantly engaging with my tribe. And that's what you must do if you're going to take your message to the world. I would much rather build a true tribe of genuine followers than manufacture a pseudo following with silly social media games. And there are some incredible tools that I've discovered that can really facilitate two-way communication. And they're free. That's what's awesome. Number 4 is consistency. The fourth C is consistency. First, there's consistency of presence. You've got to show up. But as we all know, sometimes days, even weeks, slip by. That's where technology comes to the rescue. Tools like Hootsuite and Buffer, you can use these to make you look more consistent than you really are. So here's what you need to do. You take a block of time, maybe one day each month, to get out of your house, go to a bookstore, an internet cafe, coffee shop, and pre-schedule social media posts to go out over time, kind of drip, drip, drip. And that's also where accountability comes in. If you're part of a group challenge and you're spurring one another on, it makes a big difference. So technology and accountability are two critical elements for your success. But honestly, the second type of consistency is even more important and far more challenging. That's consistency of message. That's why you've noticed I keep hammering the issue of your most powerful message. And I'll be honest with you, very often God gives us a ministry in the area where we've struggled. And I've struggled in this area. And that's why now I'm so passionate about helping you nail it down and focus. You've got to deliver a consistent message. You cannot build a loyal following if you aren't clearly going somewhere specific. I love you enough to tell you the truth. The truth will set you free, but first it might hurt your feelings. So here it is. No one is going to follow an interior decorating chef, personal trainer, website consultant, children's book author. They have enough confusion in their own life without adding your confusion to the mix. What is your most powerful message? The message you could deliver all day, every day for the rest of your life. The message that represents God's most powerful work in your life. Whether that work was empowering you to accomplish something wonderful or bringing you through tremendous pain. Whether it was the impartation of a particular gift or the deposit of some special wisdom or revelation. You have got to find and commit to that message, that topic, and consistently speak it on the internet and social media. Number 5, creating a loyal tribe. Now this is the pinnacle. This is the goal. This is the crown of the 5 C's. All of this content you've created, the contributions you've made, the communication you've facilitated, and the consistency of both your presence and your message eventually reach a tipping point. And when they do, you've created a loyal tribe, a group of people who believe so passionately in your message that they become your spokesmen, your ambassadors, your advocates. Let me say this. You may or may not have a natural talent for online communication. You may or may not be naturally good at all the technology, but it's not so much a talent. It's a skill. And skill is something you can learn. And skill is something you can develop. God gives gifts. He gives talents. And I believe He has given you a powerful message. But we are responsible for what we do with all of that. I know you already understand that when God deposits something into your life, whether it's a gift, a life experience, an insight, a message, He expects you to invest it in good soil and multiply it. He expects you to take that seed and turn it into a mighty harvest. And sometimes that involves taking some risks, making an investment. Remember what Jesus said about the one who was afraid and hid his talent in the napkin? It wasn't very good. The 5 C's of online communication will not drop down out of heaven upon you overnight while you sleep. It requires skill development. And skill development takes time, learning, training, mentoring, and practice with the tools, technology, and techniques required for content creation, making a contribution, facilitating two-way communication, and the big one, consistency. Yeah, I'm back on this topic. Consistency of message, because this is where most of you need help. Seriously. Consistency of message. This is where most people miss it. One thing God has uniquely gifted me to do, largely because of the process He's had to bring me through, is to help other people clear away the fog and identify, develop, and communicate clearly their most powerful message. But then you got to promise me that you won't dilute that message by talking about everything under the sun. Otherwise, I'll have to go all Jersey girl on you and get all up in your business. Your content creation and communication needs to be at least 80% about your chosen topic. I know what you're thinking. No, I'll get bored with it. Well then, you've got the wrong topic. Pick the one subject that you are committed to talking about pretty much all day, every day, until Jesus comes back or takes you home. But Donna, I have so much to say about everything. I hear you. I totally get it. But you have to earn the right to be heard. And the way you earn the right to be heard, the way you earn the right to speak on every topic in general, is by establishing unimpeachable integrity, credibility, and authority on some topic in particular. Now write this one down. Until a large number of someones are listening to your every word about something, the chance of everyone listening to you about everything is non-existent. The Renaissance is over, people. Leonardo da Vinci has left the building. This is the age of the expert, the age of the specialist. You must apply the discipline of your will and force yourself to focus. And if you don't have enough personal self-discipline, then have the wisdom to let me help you. Now, the 5 levels. This is where it gets interesting. And let me clarify up front. Now, hear my heart. Please hear my heart on this. There is no right level as far as right and wrong. I'm going to talk about 5 levels. No level is better than another. No level is more important than another. If level 1 is right for you, that's every bit as valid as the person that God has called to communicate at level 5. It's not about right and wrong. It's not about one that's better than another. They're different. But there definitely is a right level that's ideal for you. That's what matters. And it depends on a variety of factors. Your personality type, your spiritual gifts, the nature of your message, the nature of your tribe, the size of your existing tribe, the type of issues you address, the problems you can solve, your season of life, how much time you're able to invest, your financial resources, your goals, personal, financial. Most important, if you want to operate in integrity, which, I hope you do, the results you have proven to be able to get for people, because the last thing you want to do is go out there with a message, setting yourself up to be the kind of person who overpromises and underdelivers and leaves people disappointed. There's enough of that going on already, and I know you don't want to be part of that. So the more proof you have that your message actually changes lives, the higher the level you can operate at. There's so many factors that determine which level or combination of levels is the right fit for you. It's definitely beyond the scope of this webinar, but something that I'd like to walk you through because it's critical to your success. My goal today is just to get you pondering the possibilities. So here we go. The 5 levels of online communication. Number 1, anonymous free gifts. When I say anonymous, I don't mean you are anonymous. I mean the person who is being blessed by your message remains anonymous. You are putting your gifts out there, your online content, and allowing people to benefit. You could be touching far more people than you'll ever know. Now, what do I mean by your gifts? All the things that we just talked about in the 5 C's. In some cases, you might know how many people saw your created content, but unless they choose to communicate with you by clicking like, adding a comment, or connecting with you in some way, you have no idea who they are. They get to remain anonymous. You might have secret stalkers who watch your every move. I don't know. This is a great place to begin taking your message to the world, and my guess is a lot of you are already doing it. And some of you, depending on a variety of factors, may decide level 1 is where you want to stay. You don't need or want to earn any income. You just want to take your message out there. That is absolutely okay. Just be sure that you pay very careful attention to the 5 C's I just shared so that you're operating at level 1 with tremendous excellence. But most of you will want to grow beyond level 1 to level 2. Level 2 is opt-in free gifts. And by this I mean anything you're willing to send to people if and when they provide their contact information. This free gift could be a special report, a quiz, an email, a teleseminar, a video, an audio. But listen, please deliver whatever it is that you promise. We need to camp out here. I am amazed how many people get this wrong. The vast majority of people get it wrong. The goal of your opt-in offer is not to build your list. Is that what you've been told? Did you pay someone good money to tell you that? Because if you did, you should probably ask for a refund. You wasted your money. The goal of your opt-in free gift is not to build your list. The goal is to build a list of loyal followers. Now, I've had 2 experiences within the past month with people who promised a quiz. Now, when I take a quiz, I'm expecting it to be fun, informative, interactive, and most of all, I'm expecting at the end of the quiz some type of result based on the answers I just took the time to think about. At the end, I expect them to tell me what kind of Disney princess I am or what country in the world should I live in. All I got after inputting my name and email address was a 2-page PDF with a checklist and hyperlinks to go buy some stuff, and half the hyperlinks didn't even work. There was no interactive quiz, and no way to gauge what the quiz was designed to tell me about myself. Bad. That's terrible. The goal of your opt-in is to add so much value to that person who just gave you their name and email address that when you contact them in the future, they are glad to hear from you. When people give me their name and email address on my website, they get a free 50-page workbook. And not those little mini pages, that's the new trick. No, 8.5 by 11, real pages. With some of my most powerful tools, my 7-step system for achieving any goal, my signature system. It's incredibly valuable. It's packed with the exact information I promised to deliver. And it's all about empowering the person who received it. And yeah, of course, on the last couple pages, I share information about some of my classes. That's just wisdom. But that's after I've delivered solid content for almost 50 pages. Your free opt-in offer cannot be about you getting people on your list. It has to be so good that people think, I would have gladly paid for this. Wow, I can't believe this person just gave me so much help and didn't even charge me. When people come to one of my teleseminars or webinars, they don't get a great big sales pitch. They receive, as you are experiencing right now, powerful teaching that most other people on the internet would charge you a lot of money for. I don't ever want someone to get on my list, receive my free gift, and have it backfire. That's crazy. I wouldn't ever want someone to think, wow, that's not what I thought I was going to get. I don't like Donna at all. No, I want the opposite. I want people to say, wow, I can't believe how much she just helped me for free. I'm loving Donna. If I need help, whether now or in the future, I'm moving forward with her. This is where I really camp out with my students to help them come up with a terrific opt-in offer that, yes, gets people on their list, but far more importantly, leaves the person feeling glad they met you. Now, this right here, what I'm about to tell you right here, if you get nothing else out of this webinar, it's been worth your time. If you already have an opt-in offer on your website, you need to go take another look at it. Seriously, based on the criteria I just gave you, does it need work? If you're not sure, the answer is probably yes. It needs work. And if so, that's something that we could work on together. If you are serious about taking your message to the world, then I really think you do need to operate at level 2. You need to build your list of loyal tribe members, people who are glad they met you. Next is level 3, transition products. This is where you transition your tribe members from free gifts, free products and programs to paid products. Now, these products can be priced anywhere from $7 to $87. And actually, $7 can be the perfect price point. If there are a large number of people who need your message, then honestly, if all you ever did was come up with the perfect $7 product that truly solved a problem for them, truly met them where they are, you could have a massive impact and make a great income just with one $7 product. Think about that. Can you give $7 worth of help? Can you solve $7 worth of problems for people? Of course you can. Do you realize if you can help just 10 people a day with a $7 solution, an ebook, an audio, or a video, in 1 year, you could earn an extra $25,000 on autopilot while you sleep, just with that one product alone. And for some of you, that would be all you would ever need. The secret, obviously, is coming up with the right $7 product, because it has to be exactly what your tribe will resonate with. Then it has to have the right title, an appealing cover. There's a lot that goes into it. You can't just come up with any old junk, stick a $7 price tag on it, and take a nap and wait for the money to roll in. It's a bit more involved, but it's certainly doable, right? Don't you think with the right tools, the right strategy, you could come up with one $7 product that encapsulates your most powerful message, that enables you to reach the most number of people most effectively with that message? Of course you could. Take a minute right now and jot down some ideas. What's $7 worth of help that you could offer the world? Then you just need the right tools, the right strategy to create the right product or program and get it in front of the right people. I think you can see that even at level 3, you can make quite an impact and an income. And a lot of you could and absolutely should take that next step to move into level 3, as I've just described. And some of you will even want to move into level 4. So let's take a quick look at that. Level 4 is kind of my niche. This is where I spend a lot of time operating. It's the mid-range product. Now, depending on a variety of factors, including the nature of your message and who needs it most, a $7 product might be a mistake for you. Just to be kind of silly with this, no one expects a brain surgeon to offer insight for $7. You need to do some careful analysis. Some of you will be better off going right from the opt-in directly to level 4, the mid-range. Others of you will want to walk through all 3 of the prior levels before you get to level 4. There's a huge new trend that goes right from level 1 to level 5. Huge trend right now. But let's assume you want to offer mid-range product. Low end would be $97, and the mid-range goes all the way up to about $9.97, which then takes us into level 5. $97 is actually a great price point in many cases. And again, it depends on your tribe. Think about it. Is it the nature of your tribe members and the kind of area that you're operating in that they would think if it's cheap, it must not be very valuable? This person mustn't know what he or she is talking about if she's only charging $7. People often equate price with value. So while you definitely want to give away something for free, if you truly want people to respect and value what you're offering, it's a mistake to give away everything for free or super cheap. Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. Isn't it interesting that he didn't put it the other way? He didn't say where your heart is, there you'll put your treasure. Think about that. It's obvious that people spend money on what they love. Jesus was pointing out a less obvious truth. He said, where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. It's true of all people. It's true of the people you want to reach with your message. When they make an investment in your product or program, all of a sudden, they put their heart into it. And sometimes you have to love people enough to give them free gifts. And sometimes you have to love people enough to say, you need to put some skin in the game. You need to invest some of your treasure so you'll be more likely to take this process seriously. And you need to say that not for your sake, it's not about you, but for theirs, because Jesus knew what he was talking about. So if you've been offering online programs and you're disappointed with the results that people are getting, if you keep trying to help people, but you're not seeing the degree of transformation you would like to see, the kindest thing you can do for your tribe might just be raising your prices, raising the stakes, so they have a built-in powerful incentive to put their heart into it. So when they join your program or buy your product, they are all in, listening to your every word, implementing what you are teaching, and really taking your message to heart. Some of you might need to create just one product or program, priced at $97, precisely target the people who need your message, and then help one person a day, and everything will change for you. Do you think you could find one person a day who needs your message? If the answer is no, you might need a different message. But assuming, again, with the right tools and strategy, you could find one person a day who needs and values your message, and you can give them $97 worth of help, that's $35,000 a year, just with one product or program that you create once, but then make available to an ever-growing tribe of people. Now, I have to give a major caveat here. At level 4, you absolutely, positively must deliver major, measurable results. To jump to the mid-range, you need to offer something more than inspiration, interesting ideas, and general information. All of that stuff is fine. If you just want to inspire people and inform them, stay at level 1, 2, and 3. If you want to come to level 4, you have to bring about transformation in people's lives. At level 4, people will expect, and they deserve, specific, quantifiable results. So if the nature of what you do is such that it brings about measurable results, then level 4 is great for you. Otherwise, stay to level 1, 2, and 3. And as I said, it's not a matter of a right or wrong level. It's what's right for you and for the people you're trying to help. Which brings us to level 5. Level 5 is big ticket items. And as I said, this is huge, huge trend. We're seeing it all over the internet, big ticket items. Now, when you reach the point where you've proven to deliver total transformation, you can charge more than $1,000. I routinely see people offering programs similar to mine that are charging $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. But you had better be able to prove that you can deliver dramatic results for people or get the work done for them. If you can build an entire website for someone or create an effective Facebook marketing campaign that generates thousands and thousands of dollars for them, then of course they expect it to have a high price tag attached. The other big ticket item is live events. Now, obviously, people charge thousands of dollars for business and professional events, but you also see a growing trend. This is especially kind of in the new age spirituality, but I think that Christians could move into this with these personal development events. They're usually held at a private home or at a private resort, and they are priced over $1,000. Again, this is not for everyone. It depends on the nature of your tribe and what it is that you're offering. But if you can create a total transformation experience, a total transformation package for people, whether over a weekend for $1,000, or you could put them into a 1-year program. These are very popular now. And they're going for the $10,000 range. You would only need to help 10 people to earn a 6-figure income. I talked with a woman just a couple weeks ago who enrolled 16 customers for the year, 16 customers into a year-long online marketing boot camp. Does that sound like she's doing pretty well? 16 customers for the year? Well, she charged them $3,000 to sign up, and she automatically bills them $2,000 a month. So it's $15,000 per student for the year. I don't know how your math is. That's $240,000. Now, obviously, if you're writing children's books, it will be pretty tough for you to come up with a level 5 program. That's why I said at the beginning and really emphasized, it's not a matter of a right or wrong level. It's not that one level is more important than another. It's a matter of developing a strategy that incorporates the level or combination of levels that's going to empower and equip you to reach the most number of people most effectively with your most powerful message. Now, some of you are thinking, okay, clearly I need a plan here. What's my next step? So for those of you who want to go deeper, let me tell you more about the master plan, the blueprint I've developed to simplify all of this for you. It's a straightforward 7-step system that you can follow that's going to equip and empower you to effectively communicate online. It includes a weekly plan for the 5 C's, the tools and technology to create content that captures the attention of those you are trying to reach, to ensure that you're making a contribution, getting you set up with systems that establish two-way communication, nailing down your most powerful message, then keeping you focused to be consistent in both presence and message. And ultimately, I'd love to see you build your own loyal online tribe. And now I'd like to take just a few minutes to tell you how you can make an impact and an income on the internet, and the resource that I've put together for you to guide you through this process as you cross over from being the world's best kept secret to someone whose voice is being heard, whose expertise is being honored, someone who's really making a difference in the world while making a difference in your own family's financial bottom line. It's my Take Your Message to the World online boot camp. And let me tell you just a little bit about it. In this program, I'm going to walk you step by step through the process of nailing down your most powerful message and then turning it into your very own signature system. I'm going to show you how to find the kind of products and programs that your tribe is looking for and how you can package the solutions you've found, the wisdom you've gained into the type of thing that people are eager to trade dollars for. How to define the specific result that people are going to get when they turn to you for help. You will walk step by step through the exact process all internet and social media influencers use to take their information, their life experience, their passion, their most powerful message to the world. And now it's your turn. I've studied almost all of the gurus. I've attended their live events, their online trainings. I've had private consultations. I've read their books. I've listened to their audios. I've invested thousands upon thousands of dollars in products and programs. Why? Because I had a burning passion to be at home and to make an impact and an income from anywhere in the world. And it's enabled me to effectively take my message to the world. Always on the cutting edge or 2 steps ahead if I possibly could be. 18 years as a pioneer of the internet and social media, 24 years of ministry experience, 28 books written, travel and ministry on 6 continents. But this isn't about me, it's about you. I just want you to know why I'm qualified to guide you. I'm here to support you. You're the hero in this story. I want to help you reach the world that's right at your fingertips on the internet. It's so close. It's right there for you. Let me give you just a couple examples of people I've been able to help. This is Mary. She's a professional coach. She says, I learned more from Donna in 21 days than I did from training that I paid tens of thousands of dollars for. I believe she paid almost $100,000. Her wisdom, knowledge, and insights greatly exceeded my expectations. And having been a coach myself, I've been through a ton of training to know that the value she brings rises above the rest. This is from Debbie. She's a self-published author. As a speaker and author, I realized that I was clueless how to navigate the shift that had taken place in the Christian communication arena. I also knew that I needed a clear vision of where to invest my time, energy, and money to revamp my website. This program provided clear direction in creating content for the next version of my website. The step-by-step process led me to learn how to create products unique to my message that can help people in my tribe. Through her detailed instruction, Donna has also helped me become more confident using various technology. I'm slowly and steadily implementing what I've learned. And that's the key, implementation, right? We don't want to just fill your head with more information. That's not going to help you. What you need is someone to take you by the hand, step by step, and actually get it done. As a result of this program, I have clarified my calling and see the value of the experiences the Lord has taken me through to get me where I am today. Take Your Message to the World has provided clear direction in creating content, not just for the next version of my website, but for the next phase of my ministry. And this is from Peter, a published author who has gone on to become extremely successful. He said, Donna moves at an amazing clip. She brings an aggressive enthusiasm to helping equip others to be successful in their message. Within a month, Donna helped me hone, condense, and strategically share my message in a way that has moved me out in front of others, and boy, has it. The principles and tools she provided continue to now be a bedrock in my overall strategic plan. What I like most about Donna's efforts is that she works tirelessly in helping ensure that the core message and passion of each participant is one of integrity and impact. She provides the tools, vocabulary, and the encouragement to any who would listen, and literally equips them to take their message to the world. What I love about Peter is that he keeps in touch with me all the time and lets me know his latest victory. This is from Lisa, who's an attorney. Donna's classes provided me with the specific knowledge and tools I needed to begin implementing my message, including a day-by-day plan that extends my reach on the internet. Donna has step-by-step helped me. Do you notice a trend here? I take away all the guesswork, all the information overwhelm, and just show you just simple steps. One step, baby step at a time. Donna has step-by-step helped me to understand internet and social media. The class also showed me how to create effective headlines, including hashtags, keywords, and so much more. I've learned these and so many other useful tools from Donna for getting my message out and into the world. The most important takeaway I acquired in Donna's class is that I must have a truly sincere and authentic heart set if I am to succeed. We hear a lot about mindset, but your heart's really even more important. Now, without a doubt, I can clearly envision God's message as He would like for me to deliver it. Let me tell you about the content. I'm not going to go into too much depth because I think we've covered it in the teaching. But here's the kind of training you're going to get. Okay, so for level 1, sort of blogging and social media, that level, I'm going to give you a day-by-day plan to follow each week to maximize your reach on both the internet and social media. How to get Google search engines to love you, a simple trick, easy to do. How to communicate with your email list so they are glad to hear from you and actually open your email. The weekly plan includes spending, believe it or not, less time on social media while looking like you are spending more time. You get a basic foundation in blogging, including essential do's and don'ts. You'll get blogging tools that make it so simple to keep your tribe informed and keep your name top of mind. You'll learn the 10 most common mistakes to avoid in social media and how easily to avoid them. You'll learn the tools and technology that simplifies the whole process. I'm going to show you the best times of day to post and when posting on social media is just a waste of time. It can become a black hole, right? Not for you. You're going to make the most of it. I'm going to show you the exact number of times per day that you should post on various social media platforms. And again, it varies from platform to platform. You're going to get the level 1, the whole training on blogging and social media. And that could just be one course by itself, easily valued at $197. And then we do level 2, and that's list building with your free offers, often called lead magnets. How to build your list, most important thing you can be doing when you're just getting started is building that list of loyal followers step by step. And the way to do that is with the free offers, the lead magnets. How to create your free gift offer, one that people will really want and say yes to and be willing to give you their email address in exchange for. How to survey your tribe and get them to tell you exactly what products and programs they want you to create, and to have them tell you that before you even create them, so in advance you're hitting the mark. I'm going to show you how to have beautiful ebook covers designed for $5. I'll give you my exact contact information. That right there is priceless. How to look like a pro on a shoestring budget. Doesn't have to cost a fortune. We just want to make you look like you're spending a fortune on your branding. So again, you get that level 1 blogging and social media and the level 2, the list building with your free offers. I value that also at easily $197. So total value so far is at $394. Of course, you're not going to pay that much. Level 3 is your transition products. People are beginning to reach for their credit card or their PayPal account and pay you what you're worth. I'll share the 7 keys to creating effective online content. Content that people pay attention to. How to price your products for maximum sales and profit. You got to balance those two things. You're going to be given the exact pricing system I use, so no guesswork. And you will know precisely what to do to get people eager to pay you for your expertise. So again, you've got the level 1, the blogging and social media, the level 2, the list building, putting together those free offers, those lead magnets that are going to draw people to you. And then level 3, those transition products. The first, maybe they're $7, $10, $17, low priced items just to get people comfortable with buying from you. I've priced that level of training it really is worth so much more, but let's say $197 for that, which brings our total value of this program to $591. And then this is really my expertise. Level 4, that mid-range product up to $1,000. I'm going to show you how to begin with from that free gift, move your tribe to maybe that $7 transition product, and then all the way step by step to over $1,000. The exact combination of text, audio, video, and live components that can be added at each level to increase the price point and increase the value of what you're offering. And again, no guesswork on that. The 10 skills that you can and must develop to advance your message online. You can do it, and I'll show you how. How to launch a mid-range product with not really, we don't do teleseminars anymore. I should just say webinar. I even give you a script to follow. It's the exact one I use myself on my own webinars. Again, exactly. You notice that word a lot? Exactly what to do before, during, and after your webinar. Exactly what to say. Even the exact sentences you need to speak, and the precise template used by all the leading internet gurus, and the exact template I use myself. This is priceless. We're talking plug and play, and you are up and running. Can't miss, can't fail. So again, level 1, the blogging and social media. And that level 2, how to build your list. Level 3, how to get people to begin getting comfortable with paying you for your expertise. Level 4, those mid-range products. I've priced that module at $497, and that is a smoking deal. The total value puts at $1,088. And then finally, the level 5, the big ticket items. I'm going to show you the 5 things that people will pay more than $1,000 for. The exact strategy now being used by internet gurus to go right from level 1 directly to level 5. The 2 things that they're using right now to fill their high-end coaching programs, mega trend right now. A lot of people moving even from level 1 all the way instantly to level 5, right to the big ticket items, hot new trend. I've consulted with one of the top big ticket experts on the internet, Personal Consultation 101. She charges $70,000 a year for her training program. She shared her secrets with me, and I'm going to share them with you. You wouldn't have to pay $70,000. I put the value of this training at $1,997. Honestly, it's closer to 10 times that price and value. Okay. But until you see what this training is, I had a feeling you wouldn't believe me when I told you the truth. But the truth is, this level 5 training is worth at least $19,970. But let's say a fraction of that. Okay. So again, you're going to get level 1, the blogging, the social media, the list building, free offers, the transition products, getting people to comfortable with paying you, mid-range products, adding extra components to it to increase the value. And then those high ticket items. I put the total value, $3,085, and the real value more like $20,000. The best part is it's broken down into 52. Why 52? Right, because there's 52 weeks in a year. So I've broken it down into 52 very doable bite-sized pieces. So no need to be overwhelmed. You can very easily do just a lesson per week. And this time next year, come on, think about it. Imagine it. This year is going to pass by one way or another. And how is it going to feel if you just do one lesson a week and implement this time next year? You'll be astonished at what you've achieved and how successful you've become in taking your message to the world. Of course, you can move through the material at your own pace. Some of these people I shared their testimonies, one did it in 21 days. And many have completed it in 90 days. A lot of people, in fact. As I said, some did it in just 21. I've laid it out over a year. You can move faster if you want to. Move at your own pace with all the guidance and encouragement you need every step of the way. Plus, really most important of all, you can get training out there in the world from a secular perspective, and there's some good stuff out there. Not at the price I'm going to give you, but there is some good stuff out there. The difference here is that every training session is biblically sound and filled with the presence and the power of God. After all, I mean, let's face it, whatever your message may be, God is the one who has entrusted it to you. And he will help you take it to the world and make that world a better place. So the program includes, what are kind of the components of it? There's a comprehensive 200 plus page downloadable workbook. There's 26 downloadable audio trainings. It's all stored on a password protected members only website. There are instructional step-by-step videos, and you have lifetime access to all the course materials. Again, reviewing just one more time: the level 1, blogging, social media; level 2, list building; level 3 is the transition products; level 4 is the mid-range products; level 5 is the big ticket items. Value $20,000, originally priced at $1,997, but you are going to get all of this right now for just $197. This is like an MBA for the age of the expert at a fraction of what you would expect to have to invest. The world is waiting for that moment when you lift up your voice and are finally heard. It's time for you to take your message to the world. And this incredible training is going to give the guidance you need to make that happen. It's filled with my lifetime of learning and experience, and now it's yours for just $197. Go to donnapartow.com/message. donnapartow.com/message. And God bless you as you begin to make an impact and an income on the internet, taking your message to the world.